So let's talk about the 10 iOS 18 features that I think are actually making a difference in my life since I have started using it in the last 1 week. So let's start with the first one, that is the contacts. So Android people had this feature since ages, I would say, but iPhone users didn't have it. They used to type the whole number and then go to save it and then be like, okay, it already exists, you want to replace it or save as a new number. All that is gone. Now when you start typing a number, it pops up on the screen, but the downside is only one name pops up on the screen. The others are hidden in a list, for which you have to open the list and scroll through the whole list. And yeah, a bit tiring, but good for us. It's there. All the Apple fans out there, be happy that it's there now. The second one. Now, the second one is a major one, and it's the control center. So control center has always been a mess since iOS 17. You had to go into the settings, open the control center, and then also you did not have a lot of control over your layout. You could only change what you want to see in the control center and what you cannot. But now with iOS 18, when you open the control center, you can long press and change the placement of icons or options as per your convenience. There is no sticking. You can separate them out as you want. You can replace right from the control center itself, and you don't have to go into the settings to change anything related to control center. You can also increase or decrease the size of these widgets or control options right from the control center screen itself. Just long press and see from the corner, you can just drag it out and put it flush all through the screen or make it a small one as per your wish. You can also switch off the phone from the control center itself. When you scroll down, the switch off option is on the top right corner. So if you long press on that button, it shows an option to switch off the phone. The next big thing in the control center is that now it is divided into 4 different screens. So if you keep scrolling down, you have control center, then the music, then by default it has Apple Home, and at the end it has the whole list of connectivity options that iPhone offers. Now, if you do not have connectivity options on the first screen, maybe this screen makes sense. But to me, I don't see myself using any of the rest of the screens except control center, because all of my important things are all the control center, even the music. So I don't know why is the second screen there anyway. So also there is a very nice torch option. Now you can adjust the brightness and the spread of the torch. I don't know why you would want to use the spread, but yeah, I've noticed that it makes the beam bright in the center if you narrow it down. So probably you'll use it. But anyway, I just want to see more Amazon Alexa control options coming up on the control center so that I can control my Amazon Echo and all the lighting in my house from the control center. But anyway, I digress. So update number 3 is AppLock. Now, Android used to have third-party features, and then it started to incorporate AppLock in itself, in the software itself. But Apple didn't have anything of that sort. Even using third-party applications was a problem. So now Apple has introduced their own AppLock. You can long press on an app, select require Face ID, and then it will give you two options, either hide and request Face ID or just request Face ID. If you select hide and request Face ID, it will remove your app from all the app screens and put it right down in the app drawer in a hidden folder at the very bottom. So unless you click on it and your Face ID is approved, you cannot see what is in the hidden folder. Now don't use it for wrong things, but in situations when you have to leave your phone with someone else or unattended, you might want to hide some of your apps like your financials or some notes or some other things that are very important to you and you don't want anyone to access. Just log them out and you can be stress-free that your phone is safe and secure. The next big update is on the home screen itself. So now you can customize your home screen the way you like it. You want to make a statement through your home screen, and now it's possible in Apple. All you have to do is long press on the home screen, click on edit and customization, and then you will be able to arrange your apps and all the widgets on the screen in the way you want. So as you can see, I have various screen layouts throughout my screens depending upon which page has what apps and how I want to access them. I've arranged them as per my need. They don't stick to each other anymore. You can create a column layout, a row layout, or whatever you want. Also, a very good thing to note is that Apple introduced a very unique feature that lets you change your icons to light mode, dark mode, automatic, or tinted mode. So I do not use tinted mode a lot, but I have seen a lot of people going crazy over it. So if that is your deal, maybe go ahead and use that for yourself. But as you can see, all the icons here just turn blue, and it's kind of monochrome, but at times it just glitches a bit, and some apps do not allow you to change their icon colors. So that's a bit weird. Other than that, it's all good. You can also change the size of the icons on the screen between large and small. So if you do small, it's a normal screen, but if you go to large, the names get removed. So I don't know how accessible is that screen, but it's there. So if you want it, go ahead and put on the large icons. On the lock screen, you can customize the bottom two control options now. Initially, they were camera and torch by default, but now you can change them to whatever you want or remove them if that sails your boat. I have set it personally to camera and torch because I'm so used to those options now. But I think that using Shazam instead of torch is also helpful for me because I scan a lot of music all around the city and everywhere. So yeah, whatever options you want, you can put right in there and be good to go. Now let's talk about a heaven for readers. For example, you are visiting a friend, you are getting bored and you have nothing else to do. You did not carry your Kindle, you did not carry your iPad, but you're like, okay, let's read something instead of partying with all these guys. So you just open your phone and enable readers mode from settings, Safari, and reader mode. You enable it for all the websites, and then whenever you open a website with an article and ads that run on those page, it removes all the ads, all the unnecessary links and colors from the page, makes it monochrome with images and text so that it's easier to read and is less stressful for you. Settings itself has improved a bit. Initially, all the apps were listed down in the settings page itself, so you keep scrolling the settings page and all the apps keep coming up. But now apps have a separate home. So when you click on the apps, you see the applications. Otherwise, it's a normal settings page. I think Apple is going towards the direction of Android, but maybe a bit too late. The next subtle change is in the UI. When you press volume rockers, the edges create a kind of animation when you press a button. So that's very sweet but subtle. I mean, that's Apple. So the next big thing is the Keychain app, which has now converted into a passwords app. So Keychain app used to be in the settings, but passwords is now on the home page. So they have brought out the Keychain as passwords and put it on the home page, and they want you to use it to save your passwords and think that you are safe. So when you open the passwords app, it requires Face ID to unlock it, of course, one level of security, and then in itself, there are various categories like all, passkeys, and Wi-Fi passwords and things like that that you can save your passwords in. It also has a very good section called security that tells you if your passwords have been compromised or your passwords have not been changed since a very long time and you should consider changing them. Nice touch. I don't know if I will use it because I save all my passwords on Chrome anyway. It will be a good thing to see if I will actually use it, but it's there. I just wanted to point it out because maybe you will use it more than I do. If you do, tell me in the comment section down below. I'm interested to read. Calculators app. So for all the students watching this video and all the people who use their iPad or a phone for all the different kind of calculations and Excel stuff, Calculators app is now updated. There's a small little option at the bottom left of Calculators through which you can select you want basic math, you want functions, or you want math notes. So if you select math notes, it's like they have incorporated a notes app within the calculator itself. You can do whatever calculation you want in this math notes section and it will sync across all your devices as notes within calculators. And all the beautiful things of maths using iPad that you could do are on the iPhone now through this iOS 18 update in calculator. So if you're a student and you do your Excel stuff and calculation and all that assignment thingies, that is for you. So there are two more things which I could not use because I am in Canada and I did not get access to those features yet. but they are there, and I have been watching a lot of YouTube videos. The first one is iPhone mirroring. What it allows you to do is you can access your iPhone even if your phone is away from your MacBook. So that is kind of a nice touch for people like me who are lazy and do not want to move from one room to another. If you have your MacBook, you can just access your phone on your MacBook and do whatever you want. And in the meantime, your phone will show locked. It will not be accessible until you switch off your iPhone mirroring on your MacBook. So yes, iPhone mirroring is kind of a good feature, but whenever it comes through an official update, I'll test it out and let you know about my feelings on iPhone mirroring. The second thing is artificial intelligence, which Apple called Apple Intelligence, so AI. They gave it a new meaning overall. So Apple Intelligence features are now live in 18.21 beta, which is going on in the US right now, and I do not want to change my location and all of that stuff. So I am not able to test it, but there are a lot of videos going on from the US creators who are actually testing AI features out. Turns out it's pretty nice, but when it comes to Canada, I'll test it out for you guys and again make a video on Apple Intelligence itself. I think it's gonna be good, but what difference it will make to me in my life, that is something I'm excited to see. So those were all the 10 or 11, I lost count, number of features from iOS 18 beta that I have tested out and I am using on a daily basis. I hope you liked the video. If you are here till now, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I don't know. I'll see you next week. Take care and bye-bye.